Hey Ryan, how are you? I think this is his seventh conference final. This is your second now in 2 years. Just what's it mean to you after all the time that you put in this league to have this opportunity?
Yeah, it's pretty special. It took me a long time to get to it last year, and now to have the chance to go back and hopefully do a little better than last year is awesome. You don't get these chances, you don't get teams like this, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Is there, I don't know, how would you describe it? Like, obviously, there's four guys who've played over 1,000 games looking for the cup for the first time. Is there something in common, a shared mission? Like, how would you describe it?
Well, I can't speak for Joe, but for myself, it's the only reason I'm playing. Um, my kids are at the age now where I want to spend more time with them and be a part of what they're doing, whether it's hockey or other sports or school or whatever. But for me, that's the reason I'm playing. You hear so many good stories, and it's not going to define your career. I think if you don't, I think it obviously would suck, but I don't think it defines you as a player. Um, but I mean that's why I'm playing. It's go out there and compete, and there's no greater feeling than going on the ice and having that in-game battle, and um, everyone leaves it all out there and lays it all on the line.
Front row on the right.
For either of you guys, Pete was speaking the other day about how he thinks Edmonton has a lot of similarities to Vegas and Colorado. Do you see those similarities as well, and do you think your road has prepared you for Edmonton?
Yeah, there's definitely, you know, with those teams, there's some big time players that we've seen. You know, the McKinnons and McCarrs and Eichels, and some things they do as far as rush. You know, we looked at they're a great rush team. Like we saw in these other teams. So there's different aspects of that, of those teams that you will definitely see. You know, this time of the year, and Edmonton's no different. They do some of those things at elite levels, and so our game plan can't really change. You know, we're going to have to be well in certain areas, and that'll help us out.
Second row on the left.
To that point, Joe, what makes this team so well prepared to handle a team like Edmonton if they're similar to the likes of Colorado and Vegas?
I think just how we've built this team throughout the year and our structure. You know, we've talked about it. The staff, I think the players haven't shied away from, what our goal is. You know, coming down the end of the year, we wanted to create Stanley Cup habits, do some of the things the right way. You know, we're going to get some good teams, and just the way the Central was set up, and and the West, like it's just part of the way. So you do that, and guys have bought in and played really well, and these series, that Vegas series was tight. You know, both ways there wasn't much room. Colorado, same thing. But guys have done a tremendous job, I think. Kind of committing to those areas.
Ryan, you talked about the joy you kind of take away from the battle that's happening at this time of year. I wonder what that battle is like against the likes of Draisaitl and McDavid.
Yeah, obviously they're two world-class players. It's going to be tough on us. I think why we've been successful this season is because everybody has bought in. Everyone plays the right way defensively, and then everyone's been contributing offensively. So yeah, the battle, five guys on the ice having that goal of defending.
Front row on the right.
Hey guys, Jeff Kolb with Fox Dallas. For both of you, this team's been through plenty of adversity in the playoffs already. How would you describe the co-leadership of this team with Jamie Benn and Pete DeBoer? And is there an example of a time when their leadership has really led this team through one of those tough moments?
I just think adversity, it's going to come, it's going to show up. Regular season a little bit for sure, and then playoffs, it just happens. If you get deep into a round, there's going to be times where it shows itself, and guys have done good. Leadership wise, I think the biggest thing is, you guys spoke earlier about some of the veterans on this team and games played, and we're trying to get here together. It's right from those guys down to the young guys, we've guys just step up, and we got a complete team, a deep team, and you get through that as a group. At the end of the day, it's really how it happens, and we've had some guys step up, make some big plays.
Front row on the left.
Ryan, you actually answered my question a minute ago, so I'll ask a different one. A lot of good vibes going on with the teams that play in the AAC, with the Mavericks also in the West Final. What does it mean when you have so much success? And I know you guys don't hear it, but at Mavericks games and at Rangers games, when they do the anthem, they're shouting stars like they do at a game. What does it mean, and do you guys feel that? And
Yeah, definitely feel it. There's great fans here. The noise in the arena has been, second to none. The passion that's here. The guys that come to town, the new guys that are here this year, they're like, man, we didn't realize Dallas was this big of a hockey city, and they show it in the playoff games. I mean, they show it during the regular season too, but playoff games are a whole nother level, and it's definitely something that we build off of.
Third row on the right.
Hey, Ryan. I asked Joe this the other day. How unique is it to have teenage kids while you're playing at a high level, and does that make it even more special?
It does, yeah. They're into it as much as we are. They can't wait to go to the games. As soon as the times are announced, they're excited because they're earlier and they can actually come. So, and then just at school today was the Dallas Stars Day, so they all have their jerseys on, wearing them to school. So it's fun. It's a family affair, and I'm sure it's that way with Joe and the other guys with kids.
And then secondly, how often are you two at a hockey game, at a youth hockey game, and what kind of hockey dads are you?
Yeah, last night was there up in McKinney. The night before was out in, where were we, Valley Ranch that day. Yeah, so we get in from Colorado on Saturday, we head right to the rink.
Back left.
Hey, Joe, Adam Rossel with Spectrum News Texas, all the way back here. You probably know Wyatt as good as anybody on the team. What have you seen year one to year two throughout the season, this postseason, that's kind of just allowed him to keep on that trajectory?
Well, I think year one, it was just getting his footing, understanding the league a little bit, the living situation. We talk, looking back, you're wondering if he's going to hit a little bit of a wall at any point, but he just, he commanded more ice time, more situational ice time, PK, and handled it. And this year, coming back, it was, I guess, one of the biggest things is just the confidence that you see in him and the belief that he should be there and the want to be a difference maker. And, you see those things, and on the flip side, nothing's changed personality-wise around the house. He's still, a tremendous character at such a young age, and just a good person. Fun to have around for sure.
We'll take one more front left.
Just facts. If you don't want to say it, fine. But names, spellings, ages of your kids. Do you mind sharing that?
I have 4 kids, and
Okay.
yeah. Two boys, 2 girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just leave it at that.
You're putting me on the spot.
No, well, that's why I said it. So if the answer is no, I understand.
Yeah.
Was it like elementary school, middle school that had stars there?
The oldest is 13, so I think he's in 7th grade.
Right.
And then like an 11-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.